Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or if this is your first time, welcome, whatever. So, I've been having way too much fun taking photos in Assassin's Creed Origins. In fact, that's pretty much all I've been doing in Assassin's Creed Origins. At this point in the game, I've probably put in about 6 hours and I'm still in the prologue. And so I decided, okay, I'm gonna go hunting. I'm gonna actually play my game. I'm gonna go get some good pelts. Like, I'm done taking pictures. I'm gonna go do some actual game stuff. So I'm trying to hunt these lions and everything. But I'm not sure if you guys noticed, but I ran out of arrows. And obviously, I didn't quite realize that yet. I was still aiming, still trying to get a good angle, and then I'm like, crap, I have no arrows. So then I decided to experiment and find out if you can do a takedown on a lion. Turns out you can't. The lions notice you. And so, I'm fighting, playing the game. I'm still learning the controls, but of course, as I'm swinging my sword, I realize, wait, photo op! I could get a picture attacking the lion. And instead, I end up getting a perfect picture of the lion attacking me. And so, right here, I'm just kind of exploring all the different angles, trying to figure out what the best way is to frame this. Do I want to do like a even shot with both me and the lion in it? Or do I want to do focused in on the action? Do I want to focus out and get more of the scenery? These are all questions that are running through my head, and I'm trying to dial in on the exact angle I want. Trying to decide, okay, maybe over the shoulder on the lion would be better, get zoomed in from the lion's perspective, but I'm not sure if you noticed, but his neck is at a weird angle, and that immediately threw me off. I was like, I do not want that neck in this shot. That would be weird. So then I was like, well, maybe from the front, maybe those big teeth, but those eyes, those dead eyes, I did not want anything to do with that either. So I decided to go with the even shot with both subjects laid out like that. And so yeah, so that's the angle I kind of settled on. Like I said earlier, I'm trying to decide, do I want to be zoomed out and see the landscape? Do I want to zoom in, be a little bit closer to the action? I ended up kind of splitting the difference and keeping everything tight, but not too tight. So then I switch over to the edit mode where I'm, playing with the lighting and everything. And usually what I do is I'll just slide the slider from one extreme to the other just to get an idea of how the lighting in the picture is playing out. And then I'll zoom in on what I actually want. And then vignetting, I want like a little bit to focus in on the action on those two, but not too much to sacrifice the landscape in the background. Temperature, I did like the way the yellows were bringing out the lion's fur and a bit of the sand. So I was really wanting to dial in on that. I was tempted to go more yellow on the spectrum and make it look more like a painting, but I decided to dial it back in a little bit more towards realistic. You notice that way more in the tint here when I'm playing with it. I could have gone all the way up and it would have still looked great, but for some reason at this point I decided to go more realistic, although I kind of wish I had leaned more towards the higher yellows. But that's okay. It still turned out in the end. And that's the thing, is that all of this comes down to subjective, nitty-gritty decisions of, well, it looks great both ways, which one should I go with? And then, of course, saturation. I decided not to go black and white on this because it just flattens it out and it doesn't really do justice to anything. And trying to make the colors pop a little bit more didn't really work either. So I decided to just settle it in the middle and just leave it there. But I still want color back in there, so I'm still fighting it. I'm still wanting to get more color, but I ended up going a little bit lower on that spectrum. Again, my eyes keep getting drawn to the lion's fur, so I'm kind of doing whatever is best for the lion's fur on that, just because it's kind of one of the central focuses on this picture. So then I cycle all the way back around, and at this point, I'm kind of doing a final look over, deciding how I like it, and I've decided that I've looked at it long enough that I've decided that the layout, the composition wasn't quite where I wanted it, so I tilted it up a little bit more, and this is what I ended up deciding on. And so I'm just looking it over, finishing all my decisions, then said, screw it, took the picture. And this is the picture we ended up with. And it's not the best picture I've had, but it wasn't bad. And I really wanted to do a video to show you guys kind of my thought process behind some of my pictures. And you know, if you guys liked it, let me know in the comments, hit a like, whatever. If you want to see more, again, let me know in the comments. I hope you guys found this informative as well as maybe a little entertaining, probably more informative. Uh, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you stick around and watch more. I'll catch you guys all later.